Cop discovers house of horrors after a young girl escapes.
Run away.
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
I don't like the ominous music.
She's
That shit's spooky.
like
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat. Talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have
Yo,
killed
this
her.
place is gross as fuck, bro. Look at the floor. Yo, wait, this house has that's either carpet or it has no flooring. Like, ew. What the fuck? That's just, that looks like pure concrete.
Altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors? How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No.
Yo, this fucking cop, bro. Yo, eat it. Yeah, this guy can't be real.
It's 2 p.m. in Piedmont, Oklahoma, where police find a runaway child who reveals some alarming information.
Don't run or I'll chase you and put you in handcuffs. I know you don't. Let's go talk about it. But until you're in my car...
I thought it was my
stand
phone.
up. Stand up! Yes. Are you going to listen?
Yes.
I don't want to yell at you. I want to be nice to you, but I'm not going to chase you. Like, I'll tackle you before you have time to run. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to do all that. I want to help you and figure out why you ran away and all that, but...
Can we talk about it at the police station?
We can talk about it in my car first. Okay. Do you need it? Is this any of your stuff?
That's the
Okay.
mother.
Let's go to my car. I have
Oklahoma.
located her.
Clear on located now. I will call and cancel.
Clear. I'm just going to go around this building. Start. What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
She's scary. Who?
It's fucked up.
The one
How you gonna birth a kid and fuck him up?
What's her name?
Tina.
Is that your mom? Yeah.
That's so shitty.
What's scary about her?
I'm scared to get in trouble because she goes to the extreme. She goes very far when she gets into trouble.
Like what? What happens when you get in trouble?
Sometimes she locks us in a closet.
Locks you in a closet?
What the
For how
fuck,
long?
man?
The longest I've been here
Death
has been
sentence.
like 4
Yeah.
days.
4 days?
Final answer.
When did that happen? Most recently.
I just think it's a case where, like, you know, the parents can't get their fucking shit together, like IRL, and they just take it on their fucking kids, bro. Because it just gives them that little power trip, man. That's fucked.
It was last year. It was around Easter.
And what did you get in trouble for that made that happen?
I was sneaking my sister's food.
You were making them food?
I was sneaking my sister's food that she gets from school.
Why'd you get in trouble for that?
Okay, yo, turn off your fucking phone.
Because I'm not supposed to.
Make food?
No, now my sister, my little sister, she was bringing like snacks from school,
Yeah.
and I was having her keep it in the bedroom so I could have some. And so when she figured it out, she tased me and locked me in a closet for 4 days.
This behemoth. What? Are you shitting me? She found out her daughters have snacks and fucking ran for it. They got in trouble for having snacks. Behemoth.
Hazed you?
Police waste no
You
time
can't-
investigating
are
the
you
child's
shitting me?
claims and question their foster mom, identified as 43-year-old Tina Ramirez. Let's see what she has to
Damn
say.
you old.
Have you ever locked your kids in the closet?
No.
Okay. Why would they tell me
That's
they've been locked in
concrete.
the closet?
I've never seen a
kids said that.
house with concrete floors.
More than one.
No. I've never locked any of my kids in the closet.
Yo, this guy's phone is so loud.
I found this letter.
You got the Christ on
I'm
the
sure
wall,
you-
bro. How
it was
you
in
be
your
doing
closet.
that?
Tell me about these letters.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, why is she saying all this horrible stuff is happening to her if...
She does that. It's how she vents.
Right. I mean, is it the truth?
I mean, those are old. I wouldn't know. Like,
She's talking about being
All
beat
these
up.
motherfuckers
She's talking
weird.
about having scissors to her throat, talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
Altercation threatened your
With
child.
scissors?
No, there was no scissors. She was coming at me.
Okay.
But we can't pull it off because she was holding my hair.
Okay.
Right? And, yeah, that did happen. That did
Okay.
happen, yes.
How do you discipline these kids? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Do you spank
Yes.
them?
No.
Do you hit them
No.
ever?
No. I've had altercations.
Well,
before,
they shouldn't
more
be
than
fucking
one.
scared of
There's
you
a
if you
time
don't
she
hit them.
ripped my necklace off of me, okay? And I held her.
They wouldn't run away if you didn't hit them.
Tantrums, kick and punch.
Yeah.
I had to hold her down.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, no.
Typically, what does dinner look like here?
I don't cook every single night, but dinner the kids
crazy.
will do either. Most of the time, the little ones like pizza, hot pockets, chicken nuggets, peanut butter and jelly. The big girls.
Jade, you want a
Black
flashlight?
people.
Like I just did beans.
If you need it, I don't know.
I just did beans the other day.
You heard that right.
Just beans?
Police uncovered a letter from one of the kids detailing the alleged abuse, including an incident where Tina allegedly held
I did
scissors to the
beans the
child's
other
neck.
day.
But that
My
is
child
far
ate
from the end of
a
the story.
can of Heinz beans and I called it a day.
The big ones,
Like the fuck?
I am too. I'm getting up late and I ain't getting the time to work and everything. They do. I make sure they get milk, if not cereal.
Damn, bro.
Tell me about this.
Okay.
Average British meal. Is this one of your people?
This one right here, I did take away the drinks from her because she was sneaking them.
What's the problem with sneaking food? Why do you have to? Why are we
She
referring
writes
to?
stuff like this all
Why are we referring to keeping leftovers from school as sneaking food in? Like you are guarding the food like a guard dog.
the time, sir. You can talk to her about this. She does this all the time. She'll tell you.
So why'd you keep this one like it's
Beat our
important?
wives,
I
not
didn't keep it
kids?
because-
It was
What the
important.
fuck?
I mean, I kept,
With all your important papers.
I kept all of these to show her and remind her, but I haven't. gotten
Okay,
that
bro.
one.
Okay, yo.
I'm being honest, like,
I don't think you are.
I'm scared.
Well,
What
probably
the
because
fuck?
you've been abusing your kids.
No, I don't
Look how skinny they are. You tell me you feed those kids.
I do.
Enough.
I wouldn't say enough.
They got Kirby in this bitch as their
They like
as
to
their
eat
mother.
noodles. What kid can get
Those
fat off of noodles?
My kids. I feed my kids noodles all the time. They're fatter than hell. At least they're not skinny. Don't
Dude, I love this cop, bro.
It's
They
like
eat
this.
noodles and crackers with it.
And spaghetti and meatballs and Hot Pockets and pizza and hot dogs and all kinds of nutritious things. Those kids are malnutritioned, Tina.
Well, I give them canned vegetables. Does that count?
That's
Yo,
healthy.
is that a
yeah.
blanket on her or is that her
Next,
stomach?
the officer reads a portion of the disturbing letter out loud.
My bad,
I
my bad.
know, but
Actually, my
here
bad.
I am, and they don't have bedrooms, and they had cereal for dinner.
Well, that's what they wanted. They got the choice, the option. If they had the choice of that, that's what they wanted. It's always what they want. What do you want? I'm not cooking tonight. If they want cereal, they get cereal. If they want a bologna and cheese sandwich, sir, they get it. Ask all of them. That was their option tonight. I'm not sure what she wanted. I said, what do you want? There's beans that...
Yo, feed your kids, bro. Hey, yo, half the shit that goes into her could probably go to her kids, and they would be like grown, healthy kids, bro. Donate that shit.
Eat the beans now. She loves my cooking. My kids love my cooking.
Dear God, I think she's going to kill me. I didn't do anything. You and I both know that. I have been talking to you, praying, and trying to be polite, helpful, and respectful. I've been shutting out all the bad thoughts, but it's no use. But I won't let their negativity and discouragement stop me. This is my year for as long as I'm alive. I'm going to change, but I won't let anyone stop me. I want to change, but if she kills me, I know that I was making changes to make me better. I'm going to be kind and respectful still. She held scissors to my throat. Scissors, underlined, to my throat. She left bruises on my neck, along with cuts from her nails. She cut the inside of my lip, and now one of my front teeth is moving slightly. My nose is clogged with blood and my ear is bright red with plenty of scratches on it. And it hurts so bad. I can't lay on that side of my head. You know I could get her in trouble for that. And the fact that she...
Some people just shouldn't have kids, you know? Or just, like... Some people should just, like be permanently, neutered. Like animals. Because that's how they fucking acted. They acted like animals. Ah!
She said, I'm going to
That's
kill
not
her
altercation.
with at least 2 people besides me that can verify that. Then she whispered to me, if Katrina didn't stop me, I would have choked you till you passed out. And I'm the sick, twisted one, but no, I'm going to stay here just to prove what I can change.
Yes.
Tina, combine that with the...
Fuck you, man! Yes! What kind, what, like, you just didn't, like, disapprove any of the points they said. Or, like, say, defend yourself. You just said, yes.
fact that these kids have run away 7 times from you?
Mm-hmm.
How is any reasonable person supposed to think you're not starving and abusing these kids?
Okay. Mental abuse, I would say yes. Physical abuse.
Still abuse.
No. Has there been altercations? Yes, there has. Starving, like you said, I feed them, but it's not the foods
But,
like you're saying
but a
your
year...
kids get.
no, I quoted the noodles that
Yo,
you
she's
said.
heated.
Okay,
you know,
said
you know,
noodles?
you know when people like hit their fucking hand and get their fist when they're talking, they're like, you know they're fucking heated, bro. They're lying out their ass too.
I said noodles. Okay, we're
If
not.
I'm starving, then why do I have all
If
this
you're
food?
if you're feeding them, why are they skinny?
Have you talked to them about that?
I have.
And what did they say?
That's not what we're talking about. I'm asking you questions right now. If you're feeding them, why are they skinny?
Did you?
Are you eating? Is your husband eating?
7
Yeah.
Those boys are eating. At least it looks like it. I haven't looked at them real close. But those 2 older girls, you can't look at me and tell me they're eating enough.
There's
Tell
a
me they're
time-
eating enough.
There's a time we thought they had parasites. I even bought them parasite medicine. It's around here somewhere.
Did they go to the doctor?
No.
At least
When's
you
the last
get them off the couch to smack. Stay out the bed, pal.
Time they've been to a physician.
It's been a while.
How long
Because-
is a while?
See, I think the last time for
Dude, she got bigger
was
biceps
to
than
get
me
a
though, bro.
shot
And I go to the room.
in the dentist
Like the
to
fuck?
get her retainer taken out. So maybe 2 or 3 years
Shit,
ago.
maybe
They
that's
haven't
the
been
way.
to a physician in 2 or 3 years. Look how skinny they are. You
Craig's
thought
coming
they
from-
had parasites?
'Cause she
And you
told me
didn't take them to the
food.
doctor?
She told I've had parasites.
You should go to the
They're great.
doctor if you have parasites. You should take your children to the doctor if they're skin and bones, Tina.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So why haven't you? Why aren't you feeding your kids?
Exactly.
Why haven't I taken them to the doctor? I have no excuse.
He's acting like a teacher,
Why aren't you
bro.
feeding your kids
Why
enough?
ain't I feeding
Okay,
them
you feed
enough?
them. Why aren't you feeding them enough?
What is enough? Because, like I explained earlier, they were gorging.
Tina admits to locking up access to food and failing to take the kids to the doctor. But this officer is not.
Like this house shit is like kind of like broke shit, you know. I like it kind of looks like my house, high key, but like not really. I mean, my house is a little cleaner than this, but like there's no way you are this big and you're locking up food. Like you can't afford the food. Like if you had a ration food, like maybe. But come on. Like any parent, like a responsible parent would not lock up the food, bro. She eats it all.
Not letting up.
Yeah.
Are you feeding those kids enough?
Enough? Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What would be enough? Is 3 times a day enough?
Okay,
2
that-
to 3 times a day?
So,
Because sometimes, like I said, in the morning, the girls will just have a glass of milk, okay? But they have lunch and they have dinner. They never skip that.
Okay.
Never.
We're circling right back around to if they're not skipping meals and if they're getting fed enough, I wouldn't be able to see their bones through their skin like that.
Yeah. So maybe,
And-
like you said, I should
and-
take them to the doctor.
Absolutely, I think you should have taken them to the doctor. You know, especially if they're skinny because there's something wrong
Got
with them.
Tim's on, bro.
You know, if they're skinny because there's something wrong with them, they need to go to the doctor. If they're skinny because you're not...
Wait, you can't feed your kids, but you have a gaming chair. You have a pink. Wait, go back.
If they're skinny because there's something wrong with them, they need to go.
You have a fucking pink gaming chair.
If they're skinny,
And I know the kids aren't playing that shit. You are 45.
As the questioning continues, Tina takes a, let's just say, interesting approach, pointing the blame elsewhere.
But you haven't fed him enough either.
Okay.
Look at him. It breaks my heart. When I found that girl and she stood up, Tina, I don't know how you stay here with her like that. She's tiny.
She covers herself. She's always covering herself.
But that doesn't mean it's not there.
No, I know, but she covers herself.
Because
She
70
does.
is $300.
I've been trying to get her
Fuck.
to do more, drink more, eat more, and everything. Give her Gatorade. Said maybe you need some electrolytes.
She don't need electrolytes. She needs calories. Like actual sustenance.
Bought more canned food. Hey, you need to eat some vegetables. I have.
And then you keep it all locked up and you don't let them have snacks until you get home.
Well, I'm always home.
Probably fucked
Now.
up. Right? Is she too big?
Yeah.
Why she
But I
even
let
work
them
as?
always
What do you guys think she
choose. What
work
do you
as,
want to
man?
eat?
What's her job?
It's their choice. They choose.
Tina, please. I really am not trying to
Oh,
be
she always
mean
home?
to you.
Oh, my
It's
bad.
just
You're doing your job.
Whenever you say
Who
things,
paying for this
whenever
shit?
you say things to me like, I let them eat, I let them choose, I let
Housewife.
them this, like all I can think
The husband
about is
letting this
looking at
shit?
how skinny they are. So like, they're not,
House spam.
and they haven't gone to the doctor, and there's locks on everything in this house, and I can't even count the cameras. I haven't started to. Like these kids.
They were for protection at first.
Husband?
Oh,
No, yeah,
well,
but
I get
but
that.
like,
I started putting them in certain places because we had to.
And I get, having them so the kids don't run away. But now that I've been here, I kind of understand why the kids are running away. I don't blame them. I'd be
shit.
running away too.
Love is truly in the air, guys.
Like, I just want to eat. Like,
But when I've asked them why they ran away, it was never had to do anything with that.
Tina, they're not going to tell you because you're
Listen,
starving
listen.
them.
I have no problems with fat people, right? But if you are a bad fat person, I'm just saying.
Let's take a moment and rewind to earlier in the day when Tina was singing a different tune.
This year, I threw a Halloween party.
I
for
think
kids.
I
It
think
was
the
really cool.
nicest
I bought a bunch of
people
Halloween
are like the
decor,
big
and I bought a
boys.
projector, a huge 84-inch
I just gotta be with
projector,
anyways.
'cause I
Fair
bought
enough.
the screen.
Like some of my
So
greatest
I
friends
bought a
are
projector,
big boys. I love
Black
those
Friday
guys.
The year before, I music as a limit. So I put we
But like,
did,
damn, bro,
cool
if you are a
stuff,
shitty
decorated
person, man, I'm just gonna point. I'm just gonna insult you.
And
You
then,
know, either way.
set that up for them. Happiest kids ever. They're like best mom ever, and they loved it. They went to school talking about it and everything. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted to do the projector out here, but I was like, I don't know if that's okay to do.
Hours later, the quote, best mom ever, is not exactly living up to that title as the interview continues.
All love me so big.
Why-
And very cuddly.
Is all the food locked up?
To keep them from sneaking it, stealing it, things like that.
Why?
The
why?
freezer, you notice, isn't locked up. They don't usually get in the freezer and mess with that stuff. But the stuff that they can grab quick,
Let me ask you a question.
that's why.
What is wrong with letting them? I understand keeping some control over it because I've got 4 kids. I have to do that myself. But I do that through parenting, not putting locks on everything. I understand that these are some devious. Hang on. Let me finish. Wait. Just let me finish my thought, please.
No, absolutely.
I understand you got some devious kids causing problems. You got to take that extra step. I get it.
Yes.
But like
Is that a
cameras,
PS5?
locks,
Is that a pink
they're running away
PS5?
constantly. They're writing letters, but because they're out of options.
That
They
shit's
don't know
like
what else to
$600
do
bucks.
anymore. Like they're expressing their feelings on paper because they've got no one to talk to because they don't go to school and they don't go to counseling and they don't go to the doctor and all they do is sit around here and get starved. And
Kids, bro.
what am I supposed to
I
tell?
don't know.
anybody that asks me
If
why
like
you
it's
chose
my
to go to
snacks
prison?
though, that's a
What do I
different
tell
story,
somebody, Tina? Because I just didn't feel like taking them to the
That's
doctor.
what makes it
You've got $60,000-$80,000 cars in the garage.
If it's my
but you
snacks
can't
though,
afford
you're
to
not
have
touching
food,
that
so you
shit.
lock
They
it
eat
up.
my snacks.
The interview
Nah.
keeps
I
going
would jump
on
them.
in circles until the
I would
author
call my boys and
decides
jump them.
he's had enough.
Let's reconvene tomorrow because I'm getting frustrated and that's unprofessional, and I apologize for that.
Actually, you know what? You're doing your job.
Whoop their ass, yeah.
Thank you,
You're doing your job.
thank you, Tina.
You're absolutely welcome.
W
And
cop.
You said my sister
This
was
is like
locked
a.
away.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Jade, sister's
Yes,
coming.
ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're not gonna leave. We're just gonna quit this interview so I can calm down.
These days.
you're-
I
Yeah.
appreciate you speaking with me.
No, I
And-
appreciate
Yeah, I
you.
didn't know
have-
Oklahoma
you know,
police would do that.
You have been very nice throughout this whole process.
But I would've
Something like
lost
this
my
can be
shit.
very uncomfortable. All of it from the beginning. And
She
since
is
you walked in my door,
glazing.
you have made this process comfortable.
I'm glad.
You're doing your job.
Right.
Okay?
She's trying to
That's your job.
glaze him
Serve and protect,
so
right?
he doesn't
I'll
find
give you
out
that,
more
that.
shit.
All right? Her job, same thing. Serve and protect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I do.
Okay.
It looks bad. It does.
It's because it is bad, Tina.
does.
It doesn't look
That's
bad.
a lot
It
of
is
juice
bad.
on that table.
The police are here doing a search warrant, and DHS is taking your kids.
I know.
It's bad.
And that's you know what, I'll tell you something. Those two older ones have been taken from DHS.
I know, and
not
they're-
only from their bio parents, but a foster
And they're terrified.
foster.
Oh.
They've been taken out of foster care before.
This
because
bitch
the foster home got,
is
investigated, and then the third home.
Wait, they're not her biological children,
And now the fourth home.
right?
And
How do they feel here?
I hate that.
And so these kids have.
So, do foster parents get paid, right? For taking care of the kids, right? Or no? Am I wrong? Yeah. So she's taking the money. So she's taking the money from foster care. Not ain't enough for an actual job income. Yeah, I understand that. But like, that's where the pink gaming chair and the pink PS5 in the back is coming from. I'm telling you.
Run away over and over again, but it's wild, and
not-
I didn't think we
yeah.
would have this conversation because it's not normal for us to have this conversation.
How much is like
Crazy,
the
these
average
kids
income
wanna
from
run
a
away,
like
but
from
they're also
foster care to
scared
get?
of me to take them away. They don't want to be here, but they're scared to end up with some worse foster family.
They've told me the reason they don't want to be here.
She
is
got
because they're
double
trying to
monitors. I
hurt
didn't have double
everybody.
monitors till
They're
this
trying to
year.
hurt
How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No. Just putting me through the things that they have put me through.
What did they put you through?
Like, I told you she scratched my car. She got mad. She got angry.
She's a child.
Before leaving, the officer has one last question for Tina that reveals even more unsettling
What?
details.
Oh, I guess I
That's
do need
like
to ask you a couple more
50K
questions.
Canadian.
Several of your kids confirmed that you have tased one of these kids with that taser.
No, as I was telling her earlier, we do that, bzz, 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 right?
Yeah.
And we even do it with the dogs. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So physically, bzz, no.
Why are you tasing the
How close
dog?
did you put it to the kids?
One time I got real close.
It's not even like a.
Accident, 'cause
I
we
mean,
were
shock
turning around.
collars are
But
also
as far
fucking
as-
cruel, bro. Like, come on.
Okay, then the
24K
game, like how close are
American
you?
dollars?
Oh, not that close.
I know, but you're not
Guys.
telling me the distance.
Oh.
That's 50K Canadian.
Like with inches? That's like 6 inches is what you just showed
Yeah,
me.
we pop it. Bzz, like, oh, it's like.
You can live off that
I
money
did.
here.
Yeah, it's
Ca-
little.
not-
Don't
no,
hit
you know
me.
you can't. I
Tina
lied.
admits to holding a taser near the
You
kids.
can barely live with
even,
that one
quote,
here.
accidentally
can't-
tasering one in the eye. Police found that same, quote, small taser in
That's
an earlier search of the home.
That is not.
Take a look.
God damn! What the fuck? Yo, you hear that shit?
I guess that's coming with me.
But that's not all.
You need me to open the pantry? Fingerprint.
Those are like, yeah, those are like if you get a creepy guy on the street, like, hey, I'm gonna chase after you, and you're gonna, you fucking tase them. That's the type of taser that is.
Officers
Not
found
to use on
marks
kids
the
and a
pantry
dog.
and refrigerator doors. Investigators also found a pepper spray holster, multiple cameras placed around the home, and logs documenting the kids' activities. Days later, police returned to the home, and this time, it's not just a talk.
Okay. You and Anthony are coming with me. We're going to jail today.
We're going to jail.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just being straight with you. I don't want to argue and fight and all that, but that's what's going on this morning. So
Okay.
just get some shoes
husband's
on,
going to
what you
jail
need
too.
do, and then we're gonna head out.
Okay, I'll get dressed.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay out here though. I'm gonna come in just so I make sure
That's
you don't.
okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
I'm glad you're here. At some point, you and I need to sit down and talk about this environment and your involvement in all of this. Your name has come up several times in my investigation, but you and I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk. You and I as well are going to have to sit down and talk. You're coming with me this morning. So go ahead and set your stuff down. You already got shoes on and everything? All right, put your stuff down right there. And turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Do I just,
You just go to jail, that's all.
I'm not.
Yep.
I'm
Hold
just
that for me.
trying to- Yeah.
Yep, you just stand right there and be helpful.
I'm telling you, if they had a gun, they would threaten the kid with a gun, bro. I'm saying.
That back door won't hold that dog. Okay, I know. I'll put him in his cage. No. Oh. Loki the husky.
They have a husky. Yo. I wanna. Why do
just
these
making sure you
guys
got shoes
can
on,
get a
you got
dog,
shoes
but I
on,
can't?
right.
Bro?
Yeah. That back door.
I want a
She
Pomeranian,
can take care of that, right?
Okay.
or
Let's go.
or the
Ken,
funny
take his car.
long
Yeah,
dog with
can she give me
short
water?
legs.
Because my mouth is really dry, so I'm just waking
The
up.
wiener
Can she
dog.
You can get a drink of water. Yeah, that's
Give me
fine.
water. My purse is right there. Okay.
I don't think your hands are gonna be back here.
No.
I'm gonna get them in front of you though.
Yeah. And can I take this or
Well,
give it to her?
you can give it to her or whatever you want to
Okay.
do.
Who's she?
Well, you carry this for
Sister?
me?
If you want me to, or you can carry it right there.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Okay, baby.
You can lock those so
Daughter?
that they don't get tight.
Actual
With your hands
daughter?
down. Separate them real quick. I can't see in there.
To turn that off, you just say, hey, Ziggy, stop.
Okay.
Okay?
This way.
The dogs. What happens with the dogs?
You're gonna have to sort that out with one of your family members or something.
Okay.
We don't have any animal control here in the city at
you
Piedmont
don't?
now. It's really surprising. We'll be in touch, okay?
Damn, it's windy. I can feel that for
On the opposite
the
side?
vibrations.
Yeah. We can't see this right there.
God.
You gotta take what? Is there room for both of them? Okay.
I swear they switched to Simlish for a bit.
You want me to open it?
Oh, I thought he was gonna do it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, put yourself in there. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's a little nice.
Tina and her husband, 26-year-old Anthony Ebazaiko, are both whisked away to jail, where Tina
Excuse
declines
me,
to
is
speak with
that
investigators.
the husband?
Anthony, however, does agree to speak with police. Let's see what he has to say.
it's like I can't catch a break. It's like
Oh.
everything is.
I didn't know about this stuff until Friday, whenever I got involved with it, Anthony. That's the first time I got involved. You know, maybe if you and I had spoke Thursday and you were saying this situation's terrible and we need help, maybe this would look different. But the police got involved and found the conditions the way they were, and it's not good, Anthony. Okay, so, man, I really don't know what to tell you other than you should have done something. I think.
That's the thing. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what should I have done? What should I have done? Because at the same time, I did make sure I told her. I was like, hey, like, I asked her.
You knew what you were getting yourself into, man. I mean, like, you should have taken him to the doctor. You should have taken him to somebody, a professional.
I'm not. They're adopted. I'm not on their papers like that.
I know that, but you got to know the family before you even got married.
Right.
You got to know the family and made sure that was something you wanted to be a part of.
Oh,
So when you marry a woman with kids, those are your kids, your stepdad.
She always takes them to the hospital before the start of school.
That's for the babies, man, not the big ones. The big ones need to go to the doctor.
I thought she did that.
No, and she told me that she thought they had parasites and that she never took them to the doctor, even then.
Fuck.
I mean,
So he didn't know shit.
so.
Well, it's still kind of fucking obvious that he would know.
I don't think that the defense of you just didn't know is going to fly for this, truthfully.
I don't know what else to say. It's like I can't like lie. I can't lie.
No, I don't want you to lie. That's the last thing I want you to do.
Right. It's like what what do I say? What do I do?
I wish that there was something that you could tell me that you did to protect the kids. That's what I wish you could tell me. Is there anything you did to protect them?
I mean, thinking about it, let me see what I did to protect them.
You know, if
So I'm just trying to think hard.
You gotta think that hard, you can do shit.
And things I did to protect them.
I mean, you're in a tough spot right now, so it's hard to come up with that.
I don't know. Those times I did say, because I wanted, like, us to, I don't know.
Words don't matter. It's by action.
Like,
How involved is he?
protecting them.
He's just not involved with the
Me
family. Okay,
having to
she had the foster kids.
them to buffets
I'm
and
pretty
stuff.
sure she had the
I
foster
don't know,
kids
that's not
before
protecting, that's
she had
not
met
feeding
him,
them.
and he started dating her.
Protection. Talking to them?
yeah.
So I'd say like.
So you said you took them to buffets, but you know you also said Tina primarily took care of them at home. Did you ever prepare meals for the family?
I did. It's African food, and
Not really their thing.
not
or
really their thing. So it did do it more of the night American hot corn dogs and
yeah.
things like that. But as far as the African side, they always say it's spicy. So I'm just
That's
so
fair,
glad with
yeah.
myself. So.
Right.
Anthony has trouble determining what he did to protect the kids and goes on to indicate he didn't really play a part in helping to feed the family.
And then all I just did was that I just kind of made rice and just ate the stew that's in the fridge, or I buy noodles.
That house looked like it smelled.
I eat, and that's I cook for myself, and that's it.
Okay. You know, you understand what you just explained to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't feed the kids.
We feed the kids.
You don't feed the kids, right? You said it's her responsibility.
Yeah, she's the
okay,
one that
but she's not feeding them either. Is what it looks like.
No, she says she feeds them, and I did tell. I asked
Do you
her.
see her feed them?
Yeah, in front. There was one time when I had this argument with her, I watched her. She
It's a
doubled,
fucking
like,
argument.
there was a
Just,
time
people
they
do
did,
shit
like,
once and then they
well,
never
I mean,
fucking
where
do
you
it
going
again,
with
bro.
it?
It's mostly about these kids, man. It's like I always tell her, hey, like, pretty much with the two. First, I was like questioning, like, why the hell do you have, like, why do you have to all these logs, blah blah? And then she goes,
Yeah.
well, it's because they every single time trying to run away, so I'm trying to stop it from happening. Then all of a sudden, cameras. Why do you have all these cameras? Like, what the?
Is that not
what
you? Is that her? Like, there's so many cameras. That's crazy.
That's just so crazy because I freaking that was argument about it. I argued with her. I said, "Hey, what this camera? Like, this is not a normal family. This is some prison or something."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like, first of all, it's
Thank
like
you.
The cameras. I was like, "Yo, okay." There's so much cameras, and she's like, "Yeah, because." I
How
use
long
the
have they
cameras
been
to
together?
watch
Probably not
because that
long.
way- Because they kept asking. After they finished eating, they kept.
You see
asking,
all of this,
like,
and then you don't
still
do
for
anything
little
about it. It's a
ones,
bit
whenever
concerning now.
The little ones are eating. They go into the kitchen and kind of give the little ones some side eye, and then the little ones would just act like they're full, and then the big ones take their food and eat it
Because they're hungry, Anthony.
because they ate.
But why are they? Man, Anthony,
Just like you, I'm confused, man. I'm freaking confused.
Okay,
they're
listen.
hungry.
All right, just listen to me for
Okay.
a minute. Let me explain kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because you tell me these kids run away all the time, and that might be a behavior thing or not, whatever. But you're also telling me like they're stealing food all the time. That just like they're stealing food all the time, and they're skin and bones. Like
But
they're hungry.
It's your
Anthony.
house. You're not really stealing food.
They went to my sister's house.
Yeah.
She fed them.
You were using
But
the
tell me why
resources
hell they're still stealing
in
food
the
from their
kitchen
cousins,
to make
like,
yourself a
Because
meal.
whenever you came from a good home, so I don't expect you to understand this, but when kids over time don't get enough food, it's kind of like a dog. Like have you ever had like a dog or an animal that went too long without food and stuff, and they just want to eat, and you got to kind of stop them because they'll eat too much and they'll throw up. And, you know, it's so whenever an animal or a child or whatever has gone without adequate food, they're going to want to eat everything all the time, just as a psychological thing. Like, they're used to not getting enough, so they always want more.
It's
Does
like
that make
me,
sense?
bro. At 3 a.m. in the
Any
morning.
chance they get for food, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I need to grab that because I'm not gonna get to eat tomorrow," or
And then
"or
I
I'm not gonna have
proceed to eat
enough," or
nothing.
"I'm still hungry," or I mean, I'm not in those kids' head, but I can imagine kind of how they're thinking, and it makes sense to me from my side why they're stealing food, because they're habitually not getting fed enough. They're hungry. I mean, does that concept make sense to you?
I guess I don't know.
Just
It's just I don't know, man. I've never dealt with shit like this before.
all right.
Dude, yellow and blue wall. That's not a blue wall. That's a window.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All I just know is that my
Lego
whole
arrow.
goal for this was to have a good family, like turn something that was bad into back to being good. That's all I wanted.
Have you ever
You
hit the
didn't
kids?
do anything.
No. The only time that I hit the kid was because of he got expelled from school,
Hmm.
and I was just kind of mad because it's like I didn't hit him so much, but at the same time it's just kind of like that.
Tina and Anthony were both taken into custody for multiple counts of child abuse and neglect. Tina
Damn.
was additionally charged with assault and battery with a deadly weapon. At last check, both Anthony and Tina are expected back in court this winter.